A significant development has emerged within the Pi network ecosystem. The project's core team has deployed a decentralized exchange, DEX, automated market maker, AMM, inside the Pi wallet testnet, announced today, October 14, 2025. This is a pivotal moment toward decentralization. It gives the first concrete glimpse of a native Pi economy. Peer-to-peer asset swaps right inside the user's wallet. More than a feature update, a fundamental architectural step, potentially defining future Pi token utility, a clear signal of evolving ambitions. Pioneers have mined Pi for years. This is where utility begins. To understand the significance of this update, we need to break down two core technologies, DEX and AMM. A DEX is a trading venue without a central intermediary. Traditional exchanges like Coinbase and Binance custody funds and match orders. A DEX lets users trade directly from their own wallets. It is peer-to-peer, enabled by smart contracts running on a blockchain. The main benefit, user sovereignty. You keep custody of your assets. An AMM is a type of DEX that uses liquidity pools. Liquidity pools are tokens locked in a smart contract. Users swap one token for another inside the pool. Prices are set algorithmically by the token ratio. The core math, X times Y equals K, the constant product formula. Launching on Testnet first is standard and prudent in blockchain. A testnet mirrors mainnet, but without real-world value. Tokens like Test Pi are freely available and have no monetary worth. It creates a sandbox to deploy and rigorously test new code. Users can try features without risking actual money. DEX and AMM contracts must be flawless to prevent exploits. Teams observe behavior from simple swaps to heavy load. Mass feedback refines code, optimizes performance, and hardens security. It also educates the community in a risk-free environment. Practice connecting wallets, swapping, and removing liquidity. Testnet de-risks mainnet, preventing costly, reputation-damaging errors. How does a user trade on the new Pi testnet DEX? It mirrors DEX on chains like Ethereum and Solana. First, switch your wallet to testnet mode. Then, navigate to the integrated DEX feature. Connect your wallet, the interface loads. Select the token you want to sell, the From token. Example, Test Pi. Then select the To token. For example, Test Widget Coin. Enter the amount. The AMM calculates the estimate instantly. Review price impact and network fees. Approve to grant the contract permission to spend your From token. Sign. Your private key remains securely managed by Pi Wallet. Click Swap and confirm the final transaction. The network validates and finalizes the swap on-chain. Tokens arrive automatically, trustless and auditable. The integration of DEX and AMM is strategic. Pi becomes a gateway asset, a base currency for on-chain activity. It transforms passive holders into economic participants. Core DeFi primitives enable third-party apps and services. Imagine marketplaces, games, social platforms integrating swaps and pools. A native on-chain DEX is censorship-resistant and globally accessible. Users test, report bugs, and share experiences. Hands-on learning deepens community involvement. This prepares everyone to manage assets responsibly on mainnet. Note: all features here use valueless testnet tokens. For learning only, it lays groundwork for a self-sustaining digital economy. Navigating the risks, potential pitfalls, and limitations. All activity is confined to testnet using valueless Test Pi and Test tokens. Beware of claims to convert testnet assets to real money or mainnet Pi. Primary risk: bugs or vulnerabilities in smart contracts. Issues can fail transactions or lock up funds, even on testnet. Document anomalies and report via official channels. Key AMM risk: impermanent loss when token prices diverge. Trading fees can offset it, but providers must understand the risk. User error is a major risk. Wrong addresses, malicious approvals, and phishing scams. Use Testnet to learn from mistakes safely. Build habits. Double-check addresses, read transactions, and use official Pi apps. These lessons protect real assets later on mainnet. Getting started. A user's guide to the Pi Testnet DEX. Open settings and switch from Pi mainnet to Pi Testnet. This keeps your main balance safe and separate. Use the official in-wallet faucet to acquire Test Pi. A faucet freely distributes test tokens to start experimenting. Avoid third-party sites or offers. They could be scams. Find the official DEX link in Pi announcements and open it in Pi browser. Connect your wallet so the DEX can read balances and propose transactions. Choose Test Pi and a test token. Enter an amount, then review details. Approve in wallet, then confirm the swap. Go to Pools, select a pair, and deposit equivalent values. Receive LP tokens representing your share, and watch fees accumulate. The community's role expands: liquidity and governance. AMMs need deep liquidity, otherwise trades suffer high slippage. Liquidity does not come from developers, it's supplied by users. LPs typically earn a portion of trading fees. Over time, mature ecosystems let token holders vote on fees, new pools, and treasury allocation. Governance may not be in this testnet release, but it's the logical next step. This phase helps the community think like protocol owners. Testing generates insights, UX reports, feature ideas, and organic liquidity patterns. The road ahead: testnet DEX, mainnet launch, DApp ecosystem, full decentralization. Today's unlock is a landmark and the start of rigorous testing and iteration. Teams will monitor performance, security, and user feedback to resolve issues. A successful testnet paves the way for phased mainnet deployment and audits. A mainnet DEX becomes the foundation for lending, yield, and app economies. Unlocking DEX and AMM on testnet is Pi's most significant recent development. It prototypes a Pi economy and empowers the community. Your directive: engage, experiment, and learn on testnet to prepare for a decentralized future.